Hello. Thank you for letting me join the 2012 Puerto Rico Tobacco Control and Oral Health Summit. I'm sorry that I'm not there in person to experience that warm hospitality that you're so famous for, and to see firsthand the great work you're doing in tobacco control. Every Surgeon General since 1964 has weighed in on the issue of tobacco, and every one of them has called for immediate action to solve this problem. Today's release of the 31st Surgeon General's report on tobacco, Preventing Tobacco Use Among Youth and Young Adults, reminds us once more of this serious public health issue. The report challenges us to end the epidemic of smoking among our young people. The numbers in this report are shocking. Every day, more than 1,200 people in this country die due to smoking. For each one of those deaths, at least 2 youth or young adults become regular smokers. And almost 90% of those replacement smokers smoke their first cigarette before age 18. Despite the reductions in tobacco use in the past decade, today more than 600,000 middle school students and 3 million high school students smoke cigarettes. Also, nearly 1 in 3 young adults between the ages of 18 and 26 smoke. That's a higher rate than for any other age group. One of the most serious results of smoking by young people is nicotine addiction, and the younger they begin smoking, the more likely they are to become addicted. Every year, 1.4 million youth under the age of 18 try their first cigarette, and many end up being lifelong smokers. In fact, 3 out of 4 high school smokers continue to smoke well into adulthood, even if they intend to quit smoking in a few years. Smoking also dramatically alters the health of young people. In addition to increased risk for serious chronic diseases such as cancer and heart disease and emphysema, there is an immediate damage to the heart and the lungs. Studies show that many young smokers have early cardiovascular damage, especially in the aorta, and those most sensitive to these tobacco effects die very young. Smoking during youth and adolescence slows lung development. Teens who smoke can end up as adults with lungs that never reach their full capacity. And another thing, marketing and advertising of tobacco products to young people has been very successful. In the United States alone, expenditures exceed $1 million per hour, over $27 million a day on targeted messages and images to portray smoking as an acceptable, appealing activity. This age group is very important to marketing efforts since 99% of smokers begin before the age of 25. Prevention is critical. Science tells us that sustained comprehensive tobacco control programs work. Programs like you have in Puerto Rico, mass media campaigns, smoke-free laws, high cigarette prices, school-based programs, and community-wide efforts do work. I understand that all the sectors on the island are engaged in these efforts, including educators, health professionals, government, community organizations, media, and many others. Many of the lessons learned from tobacco control movement in Puerto Rico can be helpful in many other communities, particularly Latino communities throughout the United States. I'd like to thank you for all of your efforts. I look forward to working with you because together we can make our next generation tobacco-free.